Okay, so I'm back. We're in the, at the cash close here, and um, so in period, remember I said that the initial balance where there's single prints was close enough to borrow a cup of sugar. Well, guess what? We did come back up there and touch it, and then we opened an in period. Well, we almost touched it. In period, in period took care of those that single print, right? And in period came down to one of the selected areas before it might go back up. Now, we did not get fireworks, roaring, short covering the upside, but you know, well, you don't always get that, and a lot was taken back here anyway. So yeah, I was kind of thinking that might happen, but I also gave some other possible situations. Yet, I also came back. I wanted to talk about something else that happened. Now, remember, I've been talking about the last day or so. Leaving areas on the chart because they've been trafficked through, why you don't necessarily want to remove them. Well, look how in period traded off at the same level. There are those who would say, oh, it's just a coincidence. There are no coincidences, really. Okay. This is an orderly market. Yeah, well, there are things that can happen. There are mistakes that can be made, blah, blah. But, these kind of things, um, that is a manifestation. It's not necessarily that somebody saw that J high. I'm going to trade at that J high. That's a manifestation of currents in the market. All right, like that have been there, like where things have happened and why they, and so there's other reasons in this area as well, but that they also are. It's not just the J high is what I'm trying to say, but that area is the same. Okay, so point being is just because we went through this line doesn't mean, and it didn't become like resistance either. And we opened up here that if you were thinking, oh well, now I'm going to get I'm going to look for the M low or whatever. Well, you might have missed it, And well, I wouldn't necessarily trade this anyway. There's not a period I really tend to trade. But anyway, that's what happened. Now, based on the fact that we were 10, 12 minutes into the M period and nothing was happening, and the 15-minute went, nothing happened. The idea that it was going to go roaring to the upside really kind of lost favor with me. We really probably, even in this, it's not as frenetic as it used to be, at least today. And there you go. So I just want to finish up with that little follow up. M period came down to, and you were with me in the video, I put these green lines in here. So it might come down to here and get some short covering up, or come down to here, get some short covering up. And if we didn't have all the short covering, I said we might, we could even come as far down as this and still get short covering. But I said we may come down here through around this and end up closing around or even come down here. If you can see my mouse thing, and then end up closing around the VPOC. Well, it just really hasn't had much conviction either way at this point. It just seems like there's not much participation, and but the thing is, look where it went. Again, it's if you can't do that, then strive for that. Okay, if you can't find these, if you can't find hidden inflection points and places like that, and know that they, when and where they might be master of it. But I'm saying strive to know that. That's maybe the takeaway from this video. Okay, because they're there, and become your own man, or woman. Become your own trader. And I'm saying that because anybody watching this video is likely still, seeking to know things and learn things, and you're probably paying money to people to learn them and everything like that. Don't let anybody say how things are. Well, how do I say this? Because I also don't want, you could apply that to me in certain things, I guess. I'm just saying, there are people who they'll tell you something and you look up to them and you think because they said it, it must be true. And if you start finding cognitive dissonance with what they said, go with it. Okay? Because you probably were just under somebody who was a follower. They're not a leader. They may be in a position of leadership, but they're a follower. All right? When it comes to trading, you need to follow the market, But as far as your own decisions and your own understanding, you need to be the only leader. You need to take what people give you and test it out with what you use, with what you're doing. And it isn't always going to fit. And anyway, I'm trying to expound too much on that. So I don't know, it'll pop up there. Could all of a sudden be got 5 minutes. Anyway, I'm not going to hang around for 5 minutes. I just thought I'd follow up with that. That video was kind of long. And all right, let's take a look at something very quickly, though. Just when you thought I was going to hang it up. Guess we only have to go back to about here, right? Sorry. This chart doesn't look right for somebody. There we go. Look a little better. So this was our little trend line. Okay, yeah. Let's just play it out so I don't have to do it later on. Now, for anybody watching this one and didn't see the other one, I didn't draw that trend line and then the market came to that. I drew that when I was talking about something that's about here. So, and the colors, if we're above one of these things, they should be blue. If we're below it, I'm not going to stop to change them. Okay, it wasn't that impressive, but you can see how these things played out. Now we did get down to, I guess that's okay. Let's see, 33, 34. I got to look at this profile chart. 34. Yeah, just one tick above. Okay. All right. Hope you have a nice dinner and get some rest. Enjoy your evening. Be well and do good work.